Hey there, fellow explorers. Welcome to our Canadian adventure. Today we're lacing up our boots, packing our bags, and taking you on a whirlwind tour of the Great White North. Whether you're dreaming of soaring peaks, vibrant cities, or the thundering roar of Niagara Falls, Canada's got something for everyone. But like any savvy traveler, you want to make the most of your trip, right? That's why we're sharing our insider tips, the must-dos and those little don'ts that'll help you navigate this vast and beautiful country like a pro. So grab your toque and let's get started. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more travel tips and adventures. First stop, Banff National Park. Imagine this, towering peaks piercing the clouds, turquoise lakes shimmering in the valleys, and a sense of awe that washes over you with every breathtaking vista. This is Banff. Lace up those hiking boots and hit the trails. Hike to the top of Tunnel Mountain for panoramic views, or stroll along the shores of Lake Louise, its glacial waters reflecting the surrounding giants. And keep your eyes peeled for local residents, elk grazing in meadows, marmots whistling from rocky outcrops, maybe even a glimpse of a majestic moose. Banff is a wildlife lover's paradise. Next, we're whisking you away to Quebec City, a place where history whispers from cobblestone streets and the aroma of fresh croissants fills the air. This is the only walled city north of Mexico, and trust me, it's like stepping into a European fairy tale. Wander through the cobbled streets of Old Quebec, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and soak in the charm of its historic architecture. Be sure to visit the iconic Chateau Frontenac, a grand hotel that looks like it belongs in a Disney movie. And don't forget to savor the local flavors. Indulge in a traditional Quebecois meal, maybe some tourtière, a savory meat pie, or poutine, fries, gravy, and cheese curds. Trust me, it's delicious. Get ready to be humbled by the raw power of nature at Niagara Falls. This is one of those iconic sights that lives up to the hype. The sheer volume of water thundering over the falls is simply awe-inspiring. Take a boat tour to experience the falls up close and personal, feeling the mist on your face and hearing the roar all around you. Or, for a different perspective, walk through tunnels behind the falls for a truly unique vantage point. Don't forget your camera. This is definitely a Kodak moment, a memory you'll cherish long after you've left. Next, we're heading to Vancouver, a city that effortlessly blends urban cool with natural beauty. Surrounded by mountains and ocean, Vancouver is a breath of fresh air. Explore Stanley Park, a sprawling urban oasis with towering trees, scenic trails, and stunning views of the city skyline. Rent a bike and cycle along the seawall, or hop on a ferry to explore the surrounding islands. And be sure to indulge in Vancouver's diverse culinary scene. From fresh seafood to international flavors, there's something to tantalize every palate. For our next adventure, we're heading deep into the heart of the Canadian Rockies. This is a place where jagged peaks pierce the sky, glaciers carve through ancient landscapes, and turquoise lakes reflect the majesty of it all. Hike through wildflower-filled meadows, challenge yourself on a challenging summit climb, or simply breathe in the crisp mountain air and soak in the views. Keep an eye out for wildlife too. The Rockies are home to bears, elk, mountain goats, and more. Remember to be respectful and observe from a safe distance. Now, we're off to Toronto, Canada's largest city and a hub of culture, cuisine, and urban excitement. And what better way to experience the city's energy than from the top of the iconic CN Tower? Ascend to the observation deck for panoramic views that stretch as far as the eye can see. On a clear day, you can even see all the way to Niagara Falls. For the truly adventurous, there's the Edge Walk. That's right, you can actually walk around the outside of the tower, harnessed in, of course, for an adrenaline rush like no other. Our final stop takes us to Montreal, a city that knows how to celebrate. From the world-renowned Montreal Jazz Festival to the Just for Laughs Comedy Festival, there's always something going on in this vibrant city. But Montreal is more than just festivals. Explore its charming neighborhoods, indulge in its world-class dining scene, and soak in the city's unique blend of French and North American culture. Stroll through Old Montreal, with its cobblestone streets and historic architecture, or head to the trendy Plateau neighborhood for some of the city's best shopping and dining. Now, let's talk about some things to avoid on your Canadian adventure. First up, winter. Yes, Canada is known for its snowy winters, but unless you're a die-hard skier or snowboarder, you might want to avoid visiting during the coldest months. Remember, we're talking temperatures that can dip well below freezing even in the southern parts of the country. If you're not prepared for the cold, it can put a damper on your trip. So, unless you're dreaming of a white Christmas or hitting the slopes, stick to spring, summer, or fall for more pleasant weather. Next up, the size of Canada. This is a big country, folks, like, really big. Don't underestimate the distances between cities and attractions. Driving from coast to coast can take a week or more, and even flights can be surprisingly long. So when you're planning your itinerary, be realistic about what you can see and do in the time you have. It's better to focus on one region and explore it thoroughly than to try to cram too much into one trip. Remember, slow travel is the best way to truly experience a place. Now this is important: travel insurance. I know, it's not the most exciting part of planning a trip, but trust me, it's essential. Unexpected events can happen, whether it's a missed flight, a lost bag, or even a medical emergency. Travel insurance can help protect you financially and give you peace of mind. So before you go, make sure you have adequate coverage for medical expenses, trip cancellation, lost luggage, and other potential mishaps. While Canada is a modern country, don't rely solely on credit cards. Not all places accept them, especially in smaller towns or rural areas. It's always a good idea to carry some local currency with you. You can exchange money at banks, airports, or currency exchange bureaus. And if you're using ATMs, be aware that there may be fees associated with withdrawing money. It's a good idea to check with your bank before you go to see what fees they charge for foreign transactions. In Canada, tipping is customary for service workers, just like in the United States. It's a way to show your appreciation for good service and to ensure that those who work hard in the service industry are fairly compensated. When dining out, it's standard to tip 15 to 20% of the bill before tax. For bartenders, tip $1 to $2 per drink, or 15 to 20% of the tab. And don't forget about other service workers, such as taxi drivers, hotel staff, and tour guides. A small tip goes a long way in showing your gratitude. Finally, don't miss out on the local cuisine. Canada has a surprisingly diverse culinary scene with influences from all over the world. But there are also some uniquely Canadian dishes that you shouldn't miss. Indulge in some poutine, those delicious fries smothered in gravy and cheese curds. Try a Montreal smoked meat sandwich, a local delicacy. And don't forget about butter tarts, Nanaimo bars, and maple syrup. Lots and lots of maple syrup. So, be adventurous and try something new. You might just discover your new favorite food. Well, there you have it, our whirlwind tour of Canada's must-dos and don'ts. We hope this guide inspires you to plan your own Canadian adventure. From the soaring peaks of the Rockies to the vibrant cities of the East, Canada offers a world of experiences waiting to be discovered. So pack your bags, grab your sense of adventure, and get ready to fall in love with the Great White North. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more travel tips and guides. And as always, happy travels.